Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I'll show you one day of our trip to the incredibly beautiful place Preveli on the island of Crete, Greece. We will walk along the cliffs, through a palm forest by the sea, through a gorge, a heart-shaped rock in the sea, and finally a stop in the cozy town of Spili. September 29th, 8 am. The travel agency is called Belly Travel, and it's located right next to our hotel, which is very convenient. And so this minibus arrived to pick us up. We left our small town of Belly, and our first destination was supposed to be the Kourtaliotiko Gorge, and then the Monastery of Preveli. We stopped in the town of Panormo to pick up tourists who were joining us on an excursion to the palm forest. The drive through Crete was interesting and beautiful. It's quite a large city, and it's a shame we didn't get to visit it on this vacation. The road to the Kourtaliotiko Gorge was incredibly beautiful. We kept looking out the window and admiring the views. The cliffs here were even larger than we'd seen in the photos earlier. According to the itinerary, we were supposed to descend down the gorge road and see the beautiful waterfalls. But the weather worsened and it started raining. The entrance to the gorge was closed due to the weather. I was very disappointed because I wanted to get to this incredible place and see everything with my own eyes. Sadly, we got back on the bus and continued on our way. The weather began to improve, and by the time we reached the Preveli Monastery, the sun was already shining brightly. We reached the Preveli Monastery. There's an entrance fee. I don't remember exactly how much, but it's a few euros per person. And this is definitely one of the most beautiful trees I ever seen. Our guide gave us an hour to explore the place. And these are real fluffy locals. There are a lot of them here. Although this is a religious site, I recognize it primarily as an architectural landmark. The views are truly wonderful, and it's cozy and quiet here, probably when there aren't any tourists. There's even a mini zoo with various species of birds and other animals. Peacocks roam the courtyard, and geese and ducks swim in a small pond. There's even time to take some beautiful photos for memory. In one moment I found this funny cat under the table, perfectly relaxed in the pose of the loaf of bread. Very cute. There's also a small museum on the grounds, where you can get a feel for the ancient history of this place. My husband and I were intrigued by learning something new. While we were discovering new corners of the monastery, with its beautiful views and architecture, an hour had already passed before we even realized. So we left the monastery and waited for the rest of the people to gather. A kitten suddenly ran up to us, probably wanting to say hello too. We boarded the bus and continued on the main point of our excursion, the palm forest and beach. Our path to the seashore was incredibly magnificent. We even saw olive trees among the mountains. The road to the sea was very winding and narrow, almost like some kind of amusement park. From the monastery it took us about 40 minutes to reach our destination. Our bus remained in the parking lot, and we set off on foot up the cliff. The climb wasn't difficult, so many people could handle it. From this high, beautiful views of the sea open up. The entire path is rocky, so it's best to wear comfortable sneakers. Halfway up we saw Preveli beach, where the river flows from the gorge into the sea. We took our time descending and simply savored the moment at altitude. The descent to the beach was especially beautiful. There was a stone path and stairs. The sea was every shade of blue. And this descent with its wooden railings seemed especially picturesque to me. Immediately after descending, the famous heart-shaped rock is visible on the beach. Ducks and geese swim peacefully here. Watching them is fascinating, especially at this moment. We walked barefoot through a small section of the river to reach the river itself from the Gorge. Even though the sun was warm, we were prepared and dressed to avoid sunburn. We have 3 hours to explore this area, which seemed like a lot at the beginning. How wrong I was. The unique palm forest right at the entrance is stunning in its size. We strolled peacefully among this dense greenery and enjoyed the natural views. We were surrounded by high cliffs and the fluffy tops of the green palm trees. We stopped frequently to admire the scenery, take photos and videos. There's an unusually calm atmosphere here, despite the fact that quite a lot of people are on these trails right now. There are plenty of opportunities for great photos, and we tried not to stop at every tree, of course, in favor of going deeper into the forests. At the first, the path through the palm trees follows normal path, but the further you go, the more obstacles you encounter, such as various rocks. The further you go through this forest, the more obstacles you have to overcome. At one point, you have to walk through water. It's a good thing that I took off my sneakers and put on swimming shoes. Even though the soles aren't thick, I was comfortable walking on the rocks in them. In some places, to get a good photo of the landscape, you have to walk right into the middle of the river. The water in these areas is very shallow, knee-deep. But closer to the sea, the river widens, and at the entrance to the palm forest, the depth can reach waist-deep. This place makes you want to simply stroll silently and listen to the sound of the water and surrounding nature. We stayed at the left side of the river the entire way, constantly walking alongside it. And at this point, where we were already halfway across, we realized there was a path on the right side. It's a shame we didn't have enough time to take that road. While I was trying to take beautiful shots against the backdrop of the gorge, my husband was also looking for beautiful views and even managed to take a video of me from the side. Besides the plants, we also encountered a small, brightly colored bird and a crab along the way. We strolled among the palm trees for quite a while. Time was running out, and we needed to spend some time on the beach before leaving, so we headed back to the sea. The walk was rich and interesting. This is a unique place, and we definitely didn't regret coming here at all. We even forgot how disappointed we were that we didn't get to the Kourtaliotiko Gorge. Ducks were already waiting for us on the beach. The Libyan Sea wasn't very calm today, with large waves visible. The heart-shaped rock is a very unusual find. I decided not to swim in the sea. I didn't have much time left, and I'm not a good enough swimmer to swim in the sea with such strong waves. I found something to do on the beach. I walked a little among the rocks and took a couple of photos and videos. On the way back, there were no people ahead for a minute, and we managed to film me walking up to the beautiful rock steps. I was very happy about that. We stopped at the top to enjoy the views again and say goodbye to Preveli. At the foot of the cliff near parking lot, there's also a small rocky beach. I love this colorful landscape. From Preveli we drove to our final destination, the small town of Spili. The road to this place also passed through the picturesque mountains areas. In Spili we were given an hour to walk and relax. This place is famous for its lion-shaped fountains, which contain clean, drinkable spring water. It's really icy, so we were careful. We walked deeper into the city, along narrow stone streets. The road was uphill, winding but interesting. We even saw citrus trees growing in the someone's yard and my favorite pink bushes with flowers. Time passed quickly, and we were headed back to the hotel. The drive to our city took over an hour. The tour of Preveli was amazing and left us with a ton of good emotions and memories. The rest of my vacation in Greece will be in the next video, so subscribe to the channel.